Welcome to another edition of Comic Book Business News. It is I, Josh Goldstein, on uh 11 um 13 2023. Here in the news, I'm having a kind of effed up month and a half. I didn't go on my trip to Israel. There's a war in Israel. Um I kind of had some bad luck. But I feel better today. I have this cast on my leg, so I can't attend this. Oh, mum's a word, but I was gonna do this really cool thing, but I can't go. But I feel better. I have this Krispy Kreme that I just Oh, I'm sure you're keeping me on. Um, but I have this Krispy Kreme, but I just had some Krispy Kreme donuts. See the hospital that I go for my leg therapy has a Krispy Kreme near it, and I just feeling of trying it, and then wow, this Krispy Kreme is great. The iced coffee is great, and I got some free donuts for World Kindness Day. That's just so Suleiman Braverman great. Wow. My finance minister says, good. Wow. Wouldn't sack that donut. Maybe she'll never be a. Some donuts will never be a finance minister again, but I could say they could be my donut anytime. By the way, I was so pissed at this one person who connected with me and unconnected with me. Apparently, her boss doesn't like me, and he's like, so, like 2 ton and a half. This guy used to be Mr. Cool, but actually, he was never Mr. Cool. He was like so Santa Claus gay. But I'm just saying, and he's so not fun these days. Are just but I just gotta say, it's just I just want, just whatever. I also recently saw the movie Marvels. Marvels is cool. Marvels is so cool. Brie Larson's in it. I was telling you how I was going to see that movie last week, and Brie Larson is cool, and they had Kamala Khan from the Disney Plus series, like the Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, and Binary are there. All three of the Marvel chicks. So Marvel doesn't really have a Captain Marvel like DC does. They killed him. A real kill. Captain Marvel was killed off in the 80s by Neil Gaiman and Jim Shooter, just feeling to make a point about cancer and why it's an issue in today's America. You know, it's like Captain Marvel just gets cancer somehow, and dies immortal. Not a Kree. Ms. Marvel is Ms. Marvel. They made a point about the abridged Captain Marvel point in the new Captain Marvel movie with Brie Larson, the previous movie. Now Marvel's, it's like a whimsical chick flick, like it's like a nice hearted comedy, and the crawler in there, and the Captain Marvel has to save her son from being drained and destroyed, and somehow like save Hala, the Kree homeworld. So we have Kree, Skrull, humans, and everybody sneaks away by being eaten by creatures that look like cats. And then the cats hairball them up. And then oh yeah, for some reason I'm having to put my flyers on hold. It's kind of like I'm really kind of like went temporarily boohoo, and people are misinterpreting a character from my book. It's like, actually, I noticed I went from being having my words misinterpreted to now everybody thinks I'm every diff all these different characters in my book. So I went from being misinterpreted, and disliked by some people to becoming Kirby-like. So I guess my situation is improving. But I don't know what it'll be or do instead of hockey. I know I'm more of an Eagles fan and more of a Phils fan now, and maybe I slightly get into basketball then. But I know I have to nibble around for that. So I'm doing some projects coming up next month. I go to the next phase of my screenplay project. I have some other things coming up. I can't really tell you right now, but I'm working hard on. One of them's been dying on sort of in the archives for it'll be released. It'll be I see like what I can put together with some people, and then I it's either with him or with another person. They all might use if it's directly through this one guy. Oh well, it's so I'll try to be a little bigger for that project. And then the next book project is going to be cool too. You will love my book project like you did this book. Oops. Don't want to drop my glasses. So, yeah, I kind of so I know they've had some new video game systems out lately. Atari Atari 2600 plus is this new system, which is like if you like retro systems, it's basically 2600 again. It's except this time they brought back the thing everybody's been wanting, Yawn and Atari World. Basically, you could play your stupid games again on an original like system, and then using the original characters, most of them can be played. I'm into my world today is into backwards compatibility. We all want to be our parents. I just want to play Grand Theft Auto 6 and Street Fighter 6. I came to the conclusion I liked retro and stuff, but I just want to my generation type stuff. The next game I want to get is Street Fighter 6 because I just want to play some violence. I just want a karate fight, and then maybe little Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, I just need that. And the games of our youth were really the PlayStation and Xbox. If it was our young teenager, Sega. I don't like to recount the stories of my youth. It's just I won all my wars. And then the wars and the demons are slain. And the pure November rain. Okay. And why kill more chicken men last night? Philadelphia always kills the chicken man. The fanatics practically got an AK-47. That's why they don't have any chicken men. This is a cool book. You probably need it for your sci-fi library. The fight for freedom begins. I still live in Cherry Hill. Wow, that's pretty great. I ceremonial still live there. And I'm a graduate of Stockton University, my important school. In Amgog, Allah's forces were in a long and bloody stalemate along the war's western fronts. Field Marshal Toraks, chief of the Aleph Expeditionary Forces, appointed General Wurzal to be his military governor of Nidia, which was under martial law. In a visit to Eret's troops on the front, King Yaakov was killed when the Amgag assassin shot him and also kills Queen Salome. His younger sister, Princess Shekna Ain, was given Eretz's throne. In Amgag, Mabis had returned to the Shedem bunker and had married his concubine Ida Bran. Marshal Zayog had also been promoted to field marshal and founded the insurgent group Shedem Jackals with the aid of the Amgag Secret Police, the ACSS. He was then made by Mabis Vice Shedem, Vice Supreme Shedem, second in power only to Mabis. Say led the secret. Say that by secretly see by increasingly paranoid and fearful Mavis in to allow an election for Amgog's assembly and president. This was viewed as a reform, although the Shedem party still won, and most of the many new parties like the Zolish Democrats, monarchists, communists, social Republicans, and Amgog Green parties won their first seats. President Talek Nidis, a Shedem party member, was elected president by Amgog. Unfortunately, neither the assembly and the Amgog stat and President Talek Nales had any real power. See, these guys. See, this is yeah. See, um, see that was a good for almost the end of the book. See, like, Mavis was trying to do some reforms, let democracy happen, even let's say have some power. But as he kind of did back when he was a prime minister, he wasn't a completely bad guy, but so giving up some of his dictatorial powers, but not really giving up some of his dictatorial powers. So, because he's kind of losing, so he got to keep power some way. So, oh, how are we? How is this comparing to what's happening in today's world? Well, Putin always has said that election, and Putin doesn't have one coming up. He's an example of a dictator who actually has more power. And Zelensky, though, might have an election coming up. He'll win it, though. He's a very popular wartime president in a state defending itself versus an aggressive, powerful form neighboring state that is aggressively invading them with a more powerful military. And so, oh, and so, but so I don't know what is the what will happen. It will probably that war will probably go on for another 3 or 4 years. Be maybe 5 or 6 years, and the Gaza conflict will end sometime beginning of next year. So I don't know. So goodbye. Again, uh, uh, so next movie I'm going to be doing is the Hunger Games of songbirds and snakes. So that looks good. It looks like the prequel to Hunger Games. How Snow rose to power, the previous Candace type person. So how history imitates itself. If you're a, a Pan Am person and the people like Snow, Mavis tell Big Brother, you never know. All of them start out. Snow looks like he was like Candace's friend, and then Mavis I tell I had to start out as a lawyer or actually a pro bono lawyer, who then got a job at a very wealthy firm. Hey, it's sort of like the devil's advocate, right? So have have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye and good luck.